yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of God, so that at the proper time He may exalt you, casting all your anxieties on Him, because He cares for you. First Peter 5, 6 and 7. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of God, so that at the proper time He may exalt you, casting all your anxieties on Him, because He cares for you. First Peter 5, 6 and 7. First Peter 5, 6 and 7. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of God, so that at the proper time He may exalt you, casting all your anxieties on Him, because He cares for you. First Peter 5, 6 and 7. First Peter 5, 6 and 7.
Okay, Lily, Milo, we're going to do some actions today, okay? Look at me. Can you see God? Lily, can you see God?
No.
No. So then you go like this. Milo, Lily, you go like this. No, I can't see God, but He always sees me. Let's do that together, okay? Can you see God?
No.
Say no.
No.
I can't see God. Do it with me. I can't see God, but He
can see me.
He always sees me.
Me.
Yeah. So can you see God?
No.
I can't see God,
I can see God.
but He always sees me.
Me.
Yeah.
Hey.
Does God know all things?
Yeah.
Yes. Nothing is hidden from Him. So we're going to take something and hide it behind our back. And then, so we say, yes, nothing is hidden from Him. Does God know all things?
Yeah.
Yes, nothing
Nothing.
is hidden from Him. Does God know all things?
Yeah.
This week in the Children's Catechism, our question is, does God know all things? And the answer is yes, nothing is hidden from Him. So what have we learned so far about God? God is a spirit, and He doesn't have a form like a man, a body like a man. He isn't bound by the limitations of a physical form. So because of that, He can be everywhere, and He is everywhere. And because He is everywhere, He sees us always. We can't see God because He doesn't have a physical form, but He always sees us. And because He always sees us, because He is everywhere, God knows everything about us and everything about everything, because nothing is hidden from Him. In Proverbs 3, it says, Proverbs 15:3. It says, "The eyes of the Lord are in every place, keeping watch on the evil and the good." So he's everywhere and he sees everything. This is good news for us for two reasons. One is that God sees and knows every good thing that you do. 1 Chronicles 28:9 says, "Know the God of your father and serve him with a whole heart and a willing mind, for the Lord searches all hearts and understanding. The Lord searches all hearts and understands every plan and thought. If you seek him, he will be found by you, but if you forsake him, he will cast you off forever." God sees every good thing that you do, and he is going to bless you for those good things. If your heart is in the right place, if your intentions are good when you do those good things, God will bless you for it. And you don't have to worry about getting, sometimes when we do something good, we want recognition for it, or we want to be praised for it, or we want to be awarded for it. If you were playing a game, like a hockey game or basketball game, and you were winning but didn't get the prize at the end or the trophy at the end, or they said that the other team actually won, you'd be really bummed and disappointed. And it can be like that sometimes when we do good things in life, when we help our brother or we help our sister or we share something with somebody. Lily and Milo always come up to me and they say, "Oh, I shared my snack with Olive," and it makes me happy that they see that that's a good thing and they want me to know that they did a good thing. Well, every good thing that we do, not everyone's going to notice. Our parents won't always notice when we share with our brother and sister, and our teachers won't always notice when we help our friend out with something or hold the door open for somebody. But we can take comfort in knowing that God sees everything and he knows everything. Nothing is hidden from him. So he knows all the good things that we do. And we don't need to worry about getting praised or awarded for those things, because God has promised to bless us for doing good things with a joyful heart on earth. The fact that God sees everything we do is also good, because God sees every bad thing that we do. That might seem upsetting or kind of scary, because God sees every bad thing that you do. Every time you maybe stick your tongue out at your brother, or you tease your sister, or you roll your eyes at your mom or dad, things that you hope are hidden and that nobody saw, God sees them. And that's a good thing, because one, it means that we can ask God for forgiveness and tell him that we're sorry that we did those bad things, and we can ask him for help because he knows the problems that we have inside of our heart. He knows the things that we struggle with, and he can help us with those things in ways that our parents or people at church can't, because they don't really know about the bad things that are in our heart. It's also good because the Bible says that while we were still sinners, God died for us. Christ died for us. That means that God loved us even when he knew all the bad things that we were going to say, that we were going to do, that we were going to think. And he knows every single bad thing that we've thought and said and done. That's really wonderful, that if you really think about it, God knows the very worst thing that you've ever done, and he still loved you so much that he sent his son to die on the cross for you. That while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. And that is how we can trust that God has real love for us, that he loved us before we were good, before we were saying we're sorry. He had already loved us enough to send his son to the cross to die to us. And in 1 John 3:19, it says, "We shall know that we are of the truth and reassure our heart before him. For whenever our heart condemns us, God is greater than our heart, and he knows everything." So whenever you think to yourself, I'm such a bad kid, I'll never not be able to lie, or I'll never not be able to be disrespectful. Sometimes we get upset about how sinful our hearts are. I know that I was like that as a kid, and I still am like that because I still do have a sinful heart. Sometimes you can feel like, it feels like I'll never get better at this. But this is the truth, that if we say in our heart we're no good, God is greater than that feeling, and he knows everything. He knows that he's already paid the price for our sin. If you have questions about the sin in your heart, or feeling like you have sin in your heart, or about Christ dying on the cross for you, I would just encourage you to talk to your parents, talk to your grandparents, call the pastor at your church, and ask them and talk to them about it, because God did that because he loves you, and he sees you, and he knows everything about you, and he loves you so much, and he wants to be with you always. And that's why he sent his son to the cross. So we're going to take some time to pray. And I hope that you guys have a great week. Say bye. Can you say bye?